Hi everyone, welcome to our LinkedIn Live. And today we have something extremely exciting and timely for you because today we are going to talk about festive sales and festive campaigns. So, before we dive into that, let us quickly go through our mission, vision, and our values. So, our vision is to enable brands and startups to resonate with their audiences affordably and efficiently. And our mission is to apply branding, digital e-commerce, and design capabilities to enable startups and brands to grow, build meaningful connections with their customers, and meet their needs with affordability and excellence. Okay. Now, these are the values that we cherish, and this is how they work. Okay. We start by doing the right thing because integrity is important to us, even if nobody's watching. We depend on each other because we are each other's backups. We develop ourselves and others because we are constantly learning. We drive efforts like an entrepreneur, which means we take responsibility of our actions and we learn from our mistakes and never repeat them. All of these help us deliver results that we commit to our clients because we are always going to bring our 100% to the table. Okay. Now, onto the main part. Okay, so today we are going to talk about how we can maximize festive sales, okay, and how we can drive seasonal engagement. With Valentine's Day just around the corner, and soon after that, we are going to have Holi, and after that, we are going to have a bunch of regional New Year's. So, this is something we hope you will find very useful in setting up your seasonal campaigns. Okay. So, first of all, let us try to understand what is seasonal marketing. Okay, these are special campaigns that are run targeting festivals, seasons, or events like Spring, Diwali, or World Cup. Okay, I am pretty sure you have seen something or the other on TV, on newspapers, on your laptop, whenever you are visiting your favorite sites, or even push notifications on your phone, right? Now, these special events or seasons, they are very, very important. Okay, they can make up for a big chunk of your yearly revenue. Probably the most important of them all and the most well known definitely is Black Friday. Okay, companies wait for the full year to have their Black Friday sales because that is where they net the lion's share of their revenue. Okay, just look at last year's statistics. It was estimated that they accounted for just Black Friday sales overall accounted for $65.8 billion dollars. Okay. So you can imagine how interested customers are in seasonal offers. You have seen people line up outside doors and they literally fight over stuff and all. So people do get excited about particular shopping holidays. Okay. 56% shoppers say that they prefer discovering items they are not actively looking for during the festive seasons. Now, this makes it doubly important for new brands, startups, or any brand which wants to offer something new in terms of both products or experience. Okay, people may not be very keen on moving outside their comfort zone when they are buying for practical reasons or when they are shopping, let's say off season. But when the festive season rolls in, we see this big spike in impulse shopping. Okay, and we also see that people get more interested in checking out what is new. They want to try something new, they want to surprise someone with gifts and everything. So for them, the shopping season, these particular shopping events throughout the year are very, very important. In India, festive seasons are massive money churners. You look at Diwali, the biggest season in India, okay, Diwali, then before that we have Durga Puja, then we have Onam, we have Pongal, we have all the regional New Years and everything. In India, there are a lot of brands who sell only during this time. The rest of the year, they may just have some sort of tepid sales happening. But this is the time when they actually make the money, which keeps them afloat throughout. Okay, so this is really really important. And what happens is that with digital marketing, seasonal messaging and engagement has become very important. Most of the new brands that we have now, they are online. They are more online than they are on traditional media like on newspapers or TV. And leveraging these particular windows is very important for them to get back on their feet. Okay. Now let us look at India. Okay. Late monsoons to Diwali is our shopping peak. Okay. There are other big shopping seasons happening. Definitely Shadi season. We all know that, okay, it's just not for yourself, but also for gifts and everything. We have Holi, we have V-Day, regional New Year's, Christmas to New Year. These are the big shopping events for India. Okay. Of course, every state, every culture out there, they have their own holidays where we see a lot of gift exchanges and other kind of things happening. So we should take that also into account. Okay. This is the time when we see customers have high buying intent. Okay. They want to shop. They're going to look out for things. They're going to go window shopping, but they ultimately want to buy. If they see something that they like, then they are most likely going to buy it. Okay. They are also more open to new brands or untried products. What happens is that we see that during the rest of the year, customers, they usually stick to the brands that they trust. Okay, so that is when you will see people. Let's say they'll go and buy something, a gift hamper from, let's say, Dove. Okay, because that is the brand which has been with them for decades. But come Diwali, when it comes to gifting someone, you'll find that they'll go online and they'll look up for some exotic smelling something, okay, some sort of beauty or personal care package which is coming from a new brand. Then they want variety. So this is something which we need to understand if we want to target our shoppers well. And as you know, communal and social customs during these important times, they also play a very big part. We have the culture of gifting, we have the culture of decorating, like during Diwali and all. It is it is kind of customary for you to clean your home, to have it decorated. This is the time when people like to bring in new stuff. They want to start new stuff, okay, new ventures and all. So these are the things that we need to keep in mind when we target our audiences.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, today we are going to look at it from the point of view of building your strategy, what we need to do if we want to maximize engagement. Because remember that people are spoiled for choice. Okay. We have so many brands today, and we are being bombarded by messaging everywhere on social media, on TV, on the internet, on our phones, everywhere, even outdoors. So you really need to stand out, firstly. Secondly, you need to understand how you can get people hooked. Okay, and for that, it is important that we first plan in advance and earmark your budget. Don't wake up, like, let's say, 2 weeks before whatever event that you have, and then say, okay, fine, now I'm ready to start advertising for Diwali, let's say. No, you have to start preparing way before. Even if your ads start to appear, let's say, 2 weeks before Diwali, all your marketing materials, like the kind of flyers that you want, okay, the photos that you have clicked, the ads that you have set up, everything has to be ready before that. Okay? We think that it is good, especially for new brands, if they plan at least 3 months ahead. The reason why we are saying this, and this may seem too much early to you, but the thing is, you'll find that you'll always be short of time. Number one.
Hmm.
Secondly, organic SEO is going to be a very, very important thing for you. If you are selling something on your website, or at least if you are recommending something on your website, then SEO will take time. So start in advance. By the time Diwali rolls in and people want to shop for, let's say, some Kundan jewelry, okay, then they'll go on Google and they'll type Kundan jewelry, buy Kundan jewelry. For your result to actually appear on the first page of Google, okay, or even the top spot on Google, you'll need to plan in advance. Okay, and always determine your goals first. What is it that you want to do here? Accordingly, you have to figure out your channels. Is it going to be on apps? Are you going to use email? Are you going to go on social media? Are you going to put things out on your website? Are you going to offer something on Amazon? What is it that you're trying to do? Okay. And figure out your budget, because always remember, when you don't plan ahead, you'll always overshoot your budget, and that will always hamper your ROI. This is just common sense. Okay. As you can see, like the Republic Day, 26th January, that was also a big occasion. So we were flooded with kind of patriotic stuff everywhere. Now, the moment that got over, Mintra has started talking about Basant Panchami or Saraswati Puja, as it is known in many parts of India. So now you can see, the banner has changed. We have the typical yellowish kind of tinge everywhere, and there is a kind of explosion in every sort of ethnic wear. Okay, so that is all. It's already underway. Okay, and once the Basant Panchami thing gets over on 2nd and 3rd Feb, we'll see the V-Day things come in. Okay, now leverage audience data. This is obviously something which older veteran brands have an advantage in. Okay? Startups may not have it, or they may buy from someone, but definitely brands which have been there for some time with an established audience base, they will know what to do here. Okay? Know who you are targeting and what interests them. Okay. As you can see, this is a snapshot of my personal Amazon account. Okay. So I was searching for books, and I really like folk tales and fairy tales. And as you can see, it is full of different types of recommendations there. Okay, which I will like. The kind of uh, recommendations that Avinash will get, or that, let's say, my friend will get, will be very, very different. Okay. So here, what you can do is you take that data you have of your audience and you identify their behavior patterns. What is it that they search for? Are they likely to buy then and there, or are they likely to kind of skew that? Okay. The touch points carefully also. Okay. What are the channels that you're going to use? Okay. For some people, email work mode. They may be searching their emails for discount coupons and all. For others, they may be more interested in going through the rewards that they when they do a Google Pay transaction. So think what can be the channels in which you can tell people that, hey, I have something for you, which is great for this occasion that we have coming up. Okay.
Since
And
I want to add here that even if you're not a big
please,
brand, you are a startup
yes.
or a mid-sized brand, even if you don't have enough customer data, the platforms like Facebook or Google provide you enough opportunities to target your customer. You can target your competitors as well. You can target your competitors' customers as well, so that your ads are shown to relevant people. So the perspective here is that you need to make smart guesses. You need to make the data back decisions so that your campaigns meet with enough success. Also, even if you're a small brand, even if you have small customer database, 3,000 customers, 5,000 customers, reach out to them. This is an opportunity to reward them. Tell them that thank you for being a customer. Here is an extra discount code for this festive season. Anyway, all the brands are generally go on overdrive to offer discount and schemes and things like that. You
Right.
will anyway be doing it, but why not to tell people? Why not to reach out to your own customers and say that, hey, you were our customer earlier. Here is an extra discount for you. So that way you can actually you're going to maximize your inputs.
You're absolutely right, Avinash. In fact, if any of you have Mintra or other such shopping apps, you'll find that, let's say, if they have this Great Indian Sale and whatever it is that they do yearly, right? So if the sale starts from 20th February, let's say, from 17th or 18th February, they'll send you emails or they'll send you push notifications which are like,
Yeah.
here is a 10% extra discount coupon code because you have been our member for so long. So that is the thing that Avinash has been talking about. Okay, and also to talk about about how we can target. When you're running ads, this becomes extremely important. You create lookalike audiences. Okay. Targeting is going to be very important. What do we mean by lookalike audiences? Now, let's say I see that I have a lipstick brand. Okay, I'm selling makeup, and I see that there is a particular lipstick which I'm selling in Mumbai, which is a hit with college going women. Okay, so now when I see that, I have an idea that okay, if going women in Mumbai are buying it, there's a chance that college going girls in Delhi will also buy it. So what will be, what are the same kind of behavior that we are seeing in our target audiences that we are selling to now, and how we can replicate that for a different set. So we can
Hmm.
narrow down on, okay, fine, then this can be their demographics, like this is the location, this is the age range that they fall into, this can be the ticket size that they're interested in. Okay, then their likes and preferences. There may be particular celebrities that they respond to well. So all of these things help us create audience profiles. And like Avinash said, whatever platform you choose, on Meta, on Google, whatever, target your ads so that they hit the mark. You have specific audiences in mind, go after them. If your messaging is kind of like we are for all, it will never sell. You have to
Hmm.
be very specific. Okay. And like Avinash said, make it as personalized as possible. Here, like you can see my recommendations for me is very very different from what my mom gets. So yeah, definitely. And this is something which happens automatically for most brands nowadays with AI and everything. So try to have as much personalized offers that you can. Another way which where you can use this is that if you see that somebody's marriage anniversary or their birthday or something like that falls during this time, then also you can say something like, we know Independence Day is coming up and your birthday is on 16th August. How about treating yourself to something extra? So you can think of something like that if you want. In fact, a good way to look at it is how restaurants do their marketing around anniversaries and all. They take your information when you go to dine with them, and later or one day you'll receive something from them which says that we are remembering you. We know that this is your birthday, so we have something extra for you
Hmm.
today. Okay. Now, always very helpful for people like me who are terrible at thinking of gifts. Please create shopping guides or gift guides. Okay, they're a lifesaver. And B2C brands, especially guides, are a great way to engage audiences and promote products. Okay, do it on your website, your social media, and even with external partners. Like if you are partnering with a blogger or some influencer, you can have them recommend your stuff. Okay. And here again, we are saying start at least 3 months in advance because SEO takes time. Organic SEO is going to be very important. Organic SEO is one of the most sustainable forms of marketing out there. People, they will keep coming back to you. So start in advance so that your results appear to people when they need it. Okay. Use strong keywords, find that right balance between volume, competition, and everything so that you can you can appeal to them when the shopping season rolls in, and create specific scenarios. For example, gifts for your mom under $25, so you can talk about certain price points, or
Hmm.
gifts for that horror obsessed weird friend. Okay, so this immediately builds a sort of personal connection, and it is such a specific thing. It incites curiosity in audiences. They want to go and see, okay, what is it that does appeal to my, not even if not my, but weirdos who are really really into horror. BuzzFeed does this very very well, especially the BuzzFeed US version. If you go and look at the kind of headlines that they have. Okay, so I this is a screenshot that I had for their V-Day promotions, which have already started. Okay, so first we have the kind of generic thing is best Valentine's Day gift to give in 2025. Fine. Okay. Now we have significant others say, "Whoa, where did you find that?" So here we have this element of something which my partner will really really like, and they have been searching for probably, or they did not even realize but they really like it. Okay. Then practical people. Then we have for couples who have been together so long that they have run out of gifts to give each other. Look at the gamut this covers. The generic one, okay. Second, the surprise element. Third, for the kind of slightly dry practical types. And then for people who have been together for long. BuzzFeed does this very, very well. And any marketer or even any business owner who wants to create gift or shopping guides, I would urge them to look at BuzzFeed, especially the US version.
Actually, the main thing is that a shopping guide can be created by any organization. You
True.
don't need to be in jewelry or apparel or trinkets and stuff like that. Uh,
Yeah,
every company should strive that what can they do to make a gift guide, especially
true.
during this season, and that could be very very good because it will help you engage with the customers. Number one, number two is that it will also help you bring footfall to your website. So that's the way to look at it.
True. True. Very true, Avinash. Yes. And now, when we are talking about targeting people and engaging them, why not make them participants in this game? Okay. So go for UGC. Okay. They are very, very effective in social media era. On platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Twitter, yes, it is more or less for like US and let's say some Western countries, but Facebook and Instagram, we see stuff like this everywhere, and they are very successful. Okay, create challenges and ask people to post a pic or a short video of them doing something, and then you can share and tag them, and you can provide some sort of reward. So this is something which you need to think in advance. What is it that you can afford to give away? Okay? And encourage them to involve their friends too. We would say plan at least 2 to 4 weeks in advance, and prizes can be given out just before the peak or during the peak, hopefully a few days before the peak, so that people can actually get those gifts and they can use them or flaunt them during that particular occasion. Look at this example. We all know Biba, right? Women's wear, ethnic women's wear brand for India, and they are everywhere. And look at this contest that they ran during Diwali. So they are like still giving styling tips for nothing in return. Then style with Biba instead, and you can win a voucher. Now, if you look at the caption here, see it kind of checks all the things that we mentioned here. So here is like add your festive touch to a Biba outfit. So you buy my stuff and then you kind of style it your own way. There is a element of self-expression there. Okay. Share a video carousel post of you styling the outfit and tag us. Then you tag 3 friends. So we also have people involving their friends. Then we have a hashtag. And then to know more, you go to the bio. But the thing is, this is the thing. And if you go to Viva's Instagram handle, it is open for all. So all of you can go and see. You will see that we have posts of different ladies styling their
Hmm.
outfits, and it is shared on Viva's handle. So
Yeah,
people like seeing themselves getting featured on big brands handles. So that itself is a big form of reward. And if you can win something on top of that, nothing like it.
yeah. No, so Shruti said this also brings in a lot of involvement of people uh, to win this gift. They share a lot of insights and tips and tricks and stuff like that.
True.
And at times they tag their friends, and then the entire thing actually balloons to a much bigger thing. So the amount of investment any company can deploy into this, they can get multiple times more return in terms of visibility and brand
True.
recognition. So doing something like this is going to be very very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah. I mean, now it feels kind of ancient, but I think a decade ago or something, we had this thing called the Ice Bucket Challenge, where like it was for some organization was trying to raise money for this cognitive condition geriatric people have. So they started this ice bucket challenge where it was like you donate something, and or you kind of pour a bucket of ice water on yourself, and then you tag three people or something who have to take it up. And it became such a huge thing. We had like people like Bill Gates and I think Brad Pitt and all of them getting involved in it, and it was a massive success. The organization, they raised a lot of money for research. So these kind of user generated content, it can it has a ripple effect, and it can really improve your profile, which can benefit you in the long term also. Of course, make buying less expensive. We already have a lot of expenses during festive season, so why not give people some nice reasons to shop with you? The first being, please give them discounts. Okay, so as you can see here, up to 70% off for ethnic wear, because Basant Panchami is right there. So that is how the apps and other e-com businesses are advertising their wares now. Think of other schemes. Okay, uh, we have a lot of companies who have these buy now pay later schemes, or 0% interest schemes, or installments, EMIs, things like that. So think of what you can do, because the thing is, if you sweeten the deal by giving people something for free, or at least cutting down the bill a bit, they are more likely to shop with you, and they're more likely to come back again next year. Okay, so offer discounts and bundle deals if you can. Definitely do. If you have a variety of products, we definitely recommend bundle deals. Promote seasonal discount codes everywhere, on your website banner, on your social media, emails, influencer, reference collabs, everywhere. Please promote your discounts, because discount codes are also very important, because they give you a good idea of what kind of conversions you are getting. Okay, at the end of the day, you can see how many people have redeemed that coupon, and you get a fair idea of how successful your campaign has been. So definitely talk about that, and make sure that your products are available with discount, and they have unmissable stickers. Don't hide that this is on discount in some fab corner of the product page. Put the discount coupon in an unmissable way right on top of it, so that the moment people visit your website or they go through the category pages in the product listing, they can spot which products are on discount. Okay, if you have a subscription based offering like Netflix, or let's say a reading library, a gym, whatever it is, you can offer discounts. And I think this is something very common. Gyms usually offer nice discounts around this year end time, because that is the time a lot of people become very enthusiastic about getting back in shape before they forget everything. But that is one of the main seasons for gyms to actually get a lot of subscriptions. So identify what is the time when you are expected to get a lot of volume, and make it easy for people to shop with you or buy from you. Okay, and please double down on the FOMO, or fear of missing out. Okay, so the kind of things that you should highlight: limited stock, new arrivals. You don't even need a discount. I think you have all seen that when you try to shop for Diwali, a lot of items will actually not have discounts, because that is fresh collection. That actually is more important than a discount, because then that means you are going to get new styles. Okay, so you are going to be kind of the star of the party, and when you let's say you are going out during the Durga Puja festivities, people will actually stare at you when you are going pandal hopping and all that. Okay, so new arrivals is also a very important thing. Okay, selling fast, only 10 left, etc., etc. All of these things prompt people to take fast action. If you can incorporate some sort of time countdown timers on your ads or on your website, or at least give some snapshots on your social media, great. And provide site links. This is important for ads. If you run a Google ads, sometimes you'll see that you'll see links to different pages. These are called site links. Okay. So let's say you're running an ad on shoes. Okay, so you're like beautiful shoes to gift your Valentine. Okay, then you have site links for stilettos, flats, and sneakers. So that makes it easy for people to check out the category that they are interested in. Cross sell and upsell during this time. Okay. So I hope you all have an idea of what this entails. It is basically like if you have an existing customer, so you can tell them that, hey, we saw that you bought a book and this bookmark will go well with it. Okay. Or here is this book reading lamp. Okay. And then you can say something like, yes, you have already tried our, monthly plan, but how about you upgrade to our yearly plan? You can just pay 500 rupees more, and if you actually calculate, your monthly plan is actually getting it renewed month by month is actually going to be more expensive at the end of the year. So why not get this yearly bundle? Okay, so try to think of what you can tell people, because always remember, during the festive season people are in that buying mood, so there is a chance you will convert them. So try to try to sweeten the deal, of course, and also try to offer more premium or better or like kind of ancillary products or services with whatever you are selling them. And use AI for dynamic pricing. Big brands, especially e-commerce brands, do this. You can also try it out. I think this is something which you have to analyze case by case, but it is usually pretty successful, where during the competitive peak hours the prices remain somehow higher. Okay, once that peak hour passes, you will see more discounts come up. If you just actually if you look at whatever sale is going to come on Mintra or Amazon, you can observe this phenomena in real time. You will see that the prices may remain competitive during, let's say, the first 48 hours of the sale going on, and it will again peak just 24 hours or 12 hours before the sale closes. Okay, and right after the sale closes, you will see more discounts come in on the same products. Keep an eye out, you'll see how it works. It may work for you too. If you have that kind of technology with you, you can do it too. Okay? Use social proof. We don't have to say in detail how important this is, especially in the influencer and all era. So customer reviews, always a good idea to use in your marketing materials, to put up on your website everywhere. So you can, if you have an app, or even on your website also, you can talk about how some items are frequently bought, our best sellers, are most popular, loved by athletes, all of these things. So what that does is that it tells people, it signals to people that there are other people who are finding this good. So why don't we check it out? Provide numbers and stats. So if you say that 1 million copies sold, that means something. Okay, people are more interested in finding out that what is it about this particular product which is making it so popular. I'm sure all of you remember that Stanley Cup craze that happened a few years ago. Okay, it was an it is an ordinary kind of tumbler. Okay, but people went crazy over it with influencer marketing and everything. People wanted to collect all the colors available for the tumbler and everything. And that itself, the numbers, the sheer volume, okay, of sales that happened, that itself generated a lot of buzz for that product. Okay, we did not know why so many people are buying it, but we saw so many people were buying it that more people got interested. And if you can leverage big names or partnerships like with influencers, celebrities, or any other partners that you have, go for it. Here is an example, okay, of how you can do it. So during this, I think during this Diwali, so this lady, you can see the brands that she have named here, okay. So she talked about how she is going to create this special look, and she mentioned all the brands. So this was a win-win situation for all of them. Her followers, they they were happy to see the results, of course, because they're here to consume content and learn something. And the brands also, they became happy because they saw a lot of interest in their products as well. Okay. Now, summing up, as we explored, start planning in advance, definitely. Secondly, do not scrimp on your seasonal imagery. You know, that silly little Santa hat that you see on a lot of websites banners during Christmas, that actually matters. Okay. If you have some sort of seasonal imagery, or at least you can update with some sort of seasonal greetings. It can be in English, even better if it is in some sort of, if it is in regional languages. The whole copy doesn't have to be in, let's say, Hindi or something. But during Diwali, if you put some Shubh Dipavali somewhere, okay, or during this Ganpati festival, if you put up Ganpati Bappa Moria, people take notice of that. It feels good. Okay? So think of these little adjustments that you can make on your marketing materials and platforms, so that people get more engaged and that they get into that festive mood. Have very clear goals. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to sell something? Do you want people to take notice of something? Do you want them to book something? Think of that and tailor this whole campaign accordingly. Okay. And also, like we said, nothing happens without your target audiences. Have very clear profiles to target. Know where they are, what age group they belong to, what they like, what they dislike, what their pain points are, what are their interests, what are the things that they like checking out, and accordingly create your campaigns. Okay? Utilize multiple channels, your apps, your website, even Amazon, internet display ads, social media, whatever you want to do. Okay? Don't limit yourself to one particular road, because this is going to be there just for a short time, this interest, this high buying intent. So kind of diversify your reach, reach out to as many people as possible. Never stop studying the competitors. This is true in terms of the kind of products that they are offering, the kind of experiences that they are promising, the kind of services that they are offering post purchase also, and also in terms of setting up things like keyword research and others. Okay? And always look up past references to create impactful copies and visuals. This is something a lot of brands actually don't do, but this is very important. See, we have research which shows that people kind of behave the same way given the same situation. What they mean by that is that if you have someone who's interviewing for a job, okay, the feelings that they have, the mentality that they have, that has remained same whether it is 1960s, 1980s, or 2000s, or 2025. Okay. These are universal things, universal emotions. Okay. And it is entirely possible, the kind of job applications, the kind of language the job applications used then, the things that they promised them, also appeals to the people through the ages. This is something which psychologists and behavioralists have studied. Okay. So look up past examples of marketing materials in your niche, or same type of target audiences that you have in mind. If something has been successful with them in the past, chances are that they are going to be successful with them even now. We are not saying copy paste. If somebody is selling something wearing a green dress, you again make somebody wear a green dress and utter the same exact lines. That will land you in legal trouble. But try to tap into the same emotions, or try to talk about the same kind of pain points or promises. That has worked in the past, because once you do your research well, you will find that you can engage a lot of people. Of course, we know that this is not something which is special for festive engagement. This is kind of basic marketing, but keep this in mind as well. Okay. So that brings us to the end of today's presentation, and we hope that it was useful for you. And thank you all for coming here. And we look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you. Bye bye.